What's up, everyone? Just a random live stream. Don't expect a lot of people to show up tonight. Just wanted to cover a few things. Just do maybe like an hour of this. So, we'll start out with BTC. We have Crypto Crusader who requested Quant. Of course, gotta get the Quant in. So Quant really hasn't done much from today. I thought we were going to break out of that downtrend or break out of this channel that we've been in, but looks like we are still holding at this channel. We got rejected at the resistance at $113. I think we're heading down to the 786 down here at 103, so we'll assess the situation when that time comes. If it bounces off that, we'll definitely test this channel again. If we fall below the 786, we might be going down to this 96 at this support. But as of right now, I don't think we're heading back up here to test this. I think we're working our way down to the 786. So keep an eye on 786. I don't own any Quant, but if I did want to buy Quant, I'd put a small buying order in at the 786 at 103 and a larger one in at $96. It's just my personal opinion. If you've been on my Discord, I've been showing this chart a lot. I've had it drawn for about a little over a week now. So, still holding. So we haven't broken out of it yet. So just keep an eye on these two factors right here. I have a couple other ones from Zgoth. So we'll go over VXV next, it looks like, or VXU. Vector space. So VXV down 8.9% at $1.76. Total supply of 50 million. Circulating supply of 37 million. Small market cap of only 66 million. Looks like it's available on these exchanges. KuCoin being the largest one. Most of the liquidity looks like it's on Uniswap V3. Wow, you had a huge drop here today. If we do the max, had that huge lift off back in September, and then drop down. If you look at the market cap, they have not been putting coins in circulation. So let's jump on VRV real quick. VXV, not VRV. That is an anime streaming site. Wow, this thing bottomed out. So the main thing to keep an eye on here, you're almost reset, or you're almost at the oversold mark. You guys are pretty much oversold, heading down to the 30, working your way back up to the 50. This fib is invalid, so we'll get rid of that. I haven't charted this in a minute. Yeah, it's kind of hard to chart because let's just give it a shot. We'll go to this high right here. Whoops. What is this coin doing? Okay, it looks like you bounced at the 786. You have a green candle going up, so it looks like you're about going up to test the 618 and this 187. I'd keep an eye on this. It's a double resistance. You have the 618 and the main resistance at $1.87. If you overtake that, we'll talk about going to 233, but the main focus right here is on these two areas right here. So just keep an eye on that. If we fall below the 786, our next stop is the 1 at $1.50. If we bounce off that, we'll be retesting the 786 at $1.70. But as of right now, just keep an eye on the 618 at $1.84 and the resistance here to $1.88. If you overtake these, they're going to act as great supports for you guys. They'll be over top of them, so when you go down to retest them, they'll act as great support for you guys. I think we'll be heading up here pretty soon, depending on how this candle works out. I mean, we still have 3 hours until this candle closes, so it could turn red and we could be falling below the 786. So the main two areas to keep an eye on is the 786 at $1.70. If you fall below that, your next stop's $1.50. If we bounce off that and work our way up, we're going to be tackling the 618 and the main resistance at $1.87. Next one, ZCX. So ZCX, small market cap of 41 million, max supply of 999 million with a circulating of only 34. So a third of it's in circulation. If we do a max look at this thing, it's shit in the bed. Just when Bitcoin dropped, it dropped. All-time high of 703, all-time low of 90. It's at $1.21 right now. So let's dive into that real quick. So it looks like he bounced off the 1 and actually broke through the 786, and this was resistance at a time, and he back tested it and it held. He broke above the 618, then fell below it, then he broke through it again. Which case, then he broke through the 5.2. So I think our next step could possibly be either the 382 right here at $1.28 or the main resistance at $1.35. So those are the main thing to keep an eye on. If you get rejected at the main resistance, you're probably going to head down to the 382, in which case you can bounce off that and head up here to the main fib at the 618. The main 618 is at $1.48, so we're just going to call it $1.50 because it's that nice round number. If we fall below the $1.20 range, we'll most likely be testing this micro 618 at $1.12. We'll assess the situation that comes, but it looks like you guys are working your way up here. Best case scenario is the 786 at $1.28 or the $1.35. I don't think you go much higher than that, judging by the RSI. You're in the overbought area almost. You can tag out here at 70 and fall back down. If you tag out at 70, you're going to be at the 786 range at $1.25. If you go any higher, you'll be at the $1.35 range. So keep an eye on the RSI. We could retrace here. You can see you guys really don't peak over the 70 much. You usually just tag it, then retrace. So if you tag it, it's around this area right here. So just keep that in mind. And it usually retraces well, or down to the 50, a little bit below. If it retraces down to the 50 from here, we will be testing the support at $1.04. That's what Unizen looks like. So with that, we'll go on to the next one, HTR. Not a large crowd tonight. I didn't advertise this live stream. I'm just doing a live stream because I didn't cover many coins today. So I'm gonna just cover a couple coins. It won't be a long live stream. 30 minutes to an hour. So with that, let's get on to the next one, which is HTR. Hathor. Total supply of 869 million, circulating supply of 227 million with a market cap of 113, down 3.5% at 50 cents. We'll do the max look on the charts. Doesn't look terrible. If you look at the market cap, see if they're putting more coins in circulation. A little bit more, but not terrible. All-time high of $2.45, all-time low of 8 cents. Let's get into the TA on Hathor. So you guys have been in a downtrend for a while. I drew this a while back and you still haven't broken out of the downtrend. So you guys are making lower lows. The RSI is reset at 50, so it's 50-50. Flip a coin for it to go up and down. If you look in the past, you guys have pretty much been staying at this 50 range. Broke above it once here, but then retraced. So you guys have been pretty much staying consistent around the 50 range and down. So until we break up to the 70, we're not going to break out of this downtrend. No, we can try to draw a fib on here and see what's going on. So it looks like you guys are testing the 786 here at 48, so we'll call it 50 cents, working your way up. You tested this resistance once, twice, wick to it 3 times and got rejected. So depending on the 786, you could come down here, test the 786 and give this a try to get up to the resistance at 54 cents. If you ever take that, I think we'll be testing this downtrend right here. But this downtrend hasn't been broken since January of this year. So just keep that in mind. If we get rejected at this downtrend, we'll be back testing this support. This will flip to support, and we'll assess the situation at the time. But scenario, judging from the charts and judging from the RSI and your RSI history, we're going to be testing this resistance and bounce back down here to the 786. So keep an eye on 54 cents, but I think we get rejected and head down to 50 cents again. If the 786 doesn't hold, we'll be going back down to the 1, but this was when Bitcoin capitulated, and I don't think we'll go down to the 1. That's back when Bitcoin took that huge dump. So I think the worst case scenario is the 786 at 48, in which case we could do some consolidation between the 786 and 618 in the near future. I could possibly see this breaking out, but we'll assess the situation at that time. So just keep an eye at the main resistance at 54 cents and keep an eye on the 786. If it falls below 786, we're most likely going to be making a lower low. I'd hate to say we're going below this, but that was a huge red candle. We'd probably be laddering down here or something like that if we fell below the 786. Just judging by the RSI, you guys really don't tend to get up to the 70 much. If you got up to the 70, you'd break over this downtrend area. But I don't see that happening. On to the next one. Like I said, I'm just going over some quick coins. This isn't going to be a long live stream. We're going to go over HNT. Helium. Thing about helium is I have my my wife's boss actually mines helium. Her main office is in the city. I live in Michigan. I'm not gonna say which city, but he makes around $300 a month mining helium there. From the Discord, I saw some posts and stuff. Something's happening with helium where the mining people are selling their miners and stuff like that. But with that, helium is up 2.9% at $24.79. Pretty much 2.5 billion market cap, 223 million max supply with a circulating of 100 million. If you look at the max, like most coins, you peaked out here in November, been downtrending since, but if you just look at that, you guys working your way up. If you bought back here in early 2021, you're still up. All-time high of 54.88, all-time low of 11 cents. If we look at the market cap, see if they're adding more coins in the circulation, you really aren't. It looks pretty even. So with that, let's dive into the technical analysis on helium. So helium is pretty high on the RSI, so I'd keep an eye on the 70 range. Looks like you guys tend to tag it, then reset, or just get up to it, then you reset. So keep an eye on the 70. The 70 would bring you up to the $27 range, which is this resistance area. So keep an eye on 27, in which case I think you'll get rejected, which will reset the RSI to around 45, and then we can talk about breaking through that. But let's draw a fib on here and see where we're at. So I think this support actually holds. The 618 is just below it. That's a great support for you guys. Worst case scenario, I think we bounce through that and work our way up to 27. So I definitely think we tag 27 before we retrace. 27 break this over the 70 range. Worst case scenarios, we fall through this and tag the 786, and then we have a battleground to get back over this resistance 618 area. So if you want more helium, I mean, if I wanted more helium, if I wanted to get into helium, I'd put a buying order in at 21 and then a larger order in at 19. That is not financial advice. That's just if I wanted helium, that's what I'd do. So it looks like for the short term, we're going to be back testing this support in 618. So you have pretty much a double support right here. I think we'll be going up to test the $27 range, which will bring this up to 70, and then we'll bounce down to test this once more. I don't think we drop below the 618 at this time, but on the back trace, we'll assess the situation at that time. So helium's looking kind of bullish right now. I don't think we'll be dropping below this until we bounce up to the 27 and then drop down and retest this. So the worst case scenario I see is breaking up to the 70 range on the RSI, and if we break below this, we'll be dropping down to the 786, which will bring us down to your mean of around 42 on the RSI. So helium's most likely heading up and then heading back down, because you really don't test the 70 that much. You just peak to it and then you drop down, which would be the 27. Okay, man, I'm flying through these. My boy Z gave me a list. We're on the last one now, Flux. So Flux down 3% at $1.39, total supply of 440 million, circulating supply of 227, so pretty much half of it's in circulation with a market cap of 316 million. If you look at the max on this chart, wow, you guys launched off here in October 21, 8,420% gain. If we compare the market cap, see if they're putting more coins in circulation, they put a little bit more, but it's nothing to really worry about. All-time high of 333, all-time low of 1.6 cents. So let's jump in the Flux real quick. So Flux RSI is reset at the 50, so it's pretty much 50-50 where we're going from here. But if you look at the past, you tend to just tag the 70 or barely go over it. Your mean is around the 50 range. You can see from January of this year, you pretty much been staying around the 50 range. Dipped down to the 30 on the RSI a couple times, but pretty much staying around the middle. Let's draw a fib on this and see what's going on. So it looks like we're in 50-50 right now. It looks like we're heading back to the 786, in which case if that doesn't hold, we're going to test the support at $1.28. I think that'll hold. I don't think we'll be good heading back down to where Bitcoin took its crap, because everyone's buying coins right now. This was a catalyst, you know, the war in Ukraine, which caused that. Unless we have another worldwide catalyst that causes it to drop, I don't think a lot of coins will be heading to that all-time low. I think this was a good buying opportunity for a lot of people. I think we won't be heading down there anytime soon. So worst case scenario is $1.28, in which case I think we'll bounce off that to test the 618. If we break above the 618, we'll head to $1.68, which will be up here around the 70 on the RSI. So if we go up here to test the $1.68, I think we'll get rejected, test the 618, in which case it'll reset the RSI, and then we can talk about having another leg up to $2.04. So worst case scenario is falling below the 786 and $1.28. I don't think we drop below $1.28 on this coin. I don't own any of this coin, so if you're a long-term holder, if I wanted to get in on this coin, I'd probably put a buying order in at $1.25. That is not financial advice. That's just what I would do if I wanted to get some more of Flux. So let's look at API 3. I was super bullish on that yesterday. Now we're still in the triangle. So we didn't break out of the triangle here. As you can see, we actually tested it and we're back tracing it. So I think the low that we go here is pretty much $1 or 580. If we break below that, this will be invalid. We could wick below it, but it'll still remain bullish. Or if we hard candle below this, this is invalid. But right now, this is looking super bullish. It's consolidating at a very rapid pace. I can see us doing something like this and rocketing out. API 3 looks like it's going to be heading to the moon here pretty soon. I'm not a moon boy, but this chart's looking crazy bullish in my opinion. The RSI is even below 50, so there's a lot of room to rocket up here. So just keep an eye on this chart right here. Keep an eye on this triangle. Worst case scenarios, we could even head to the 618, and that could be our capitulation event. I don't think we drop below $5.70 on API 3. I think API 3 is going to be making another high here very, very soon. So does anyone else have any coins we're going to try? I know this is going to be a really quick live stream. I only want to be on here for like 30 minutes to an hour. I didn't cover many coins today, so I'm just going to cover it all on a live stream real quick. Bitcoin's looking like it's the same. Yeah, the capitulation event, we're hovering around here around 39. We really need to get over 40,000 on BTC. We get up to 41,000, we're good. You can see we actually are testing the 618 right here and the resistance at 39. BTC, if we bounce off the 618 and break through here, our next stop would be 40,000, which is the 5. We really need to break over this 5 and hold for BTC. If we fall below the 618, there's a really good chance that we'll drop down to 36,000. You can see we've been hovering up here since the 25th, which is only a day. We've back tested it quite a bit. If you want to say a day consolidation, we have a little triangle going like that, but that's just a day. So that's really not valid, but it still looks like it's doing something like that. So this is the resistance at 39. We need to get up to 40, 41. 41, we can start maintaining bullish momentum. We'll talk about taking higher highs at that time. We'll assess the situation. As of right now, keep an eye on the 618 at 38,000. Worst case scenario is 36. If we drop down here, altcoins are going to be dropping again. So if you're looking to buy in, I would wait to see what happens with BTC. We might be getting one more sale. So PBX, that Ray is holding here at 99, 0099. We need to break above this resistance at the 786. We've tested it several times. Once we break above that resistance, we can talk about making higher highs. We've tested it several times. In my opinion, once we break over that 786, it'll act as a great support. We can talk about taking out this 1-1. We break above the 1-1, we're going to be talking about the 1-2. Super bullish on PVX. I own quite a large bag of this. I believe in it long term. I don't think we're heading back down here anytime soon unless some world event comes out on PBX. So worst case scenario, in my opinion, is we just hover around this ray around 99. We really need to break above this 786 at 105 to start our bullish momentum up here and trying to take out this resistance at 1-1, in which case if we break above the 1-1, our next resistance is the 1-2, in which case we'll assess the situation at that time as well. So like I said, this is going to be a quick live stream. Pretty much all the coins I wanted to cover. Don't have a lot of people on here right now, so this is pretty much just covering coins that I didn't make a video on today. So just main thing is to keep an eye on BTC. We're hovering around the 618. The 618 is going to tell a story. If we drop and have a candle below the 618, our next step will be the 3.6. If we bounce off that and overtake 3.9 and it holds, we'll be starting to take out 41,000. So with that, none of this is financial advice by any means. I just want to do a quick live stream, quick update on coins I did not cover today. Appreciate anyone who watches this. Give me a thumbs up. Join my Discord channel. You'll find the link below in the description. With that, I'll catch you guys next time on Charting Crypto.